Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Go Money. Before we go into the details, if you have not watched the introduction and money management videos, please do. It has the basic concept of wave theory and the indicators we use. The money management will give you an idea of how to manage the trade. The link is given in the description. In this video, we are going to talk about weekly trade report. Before going to the trades, let's look at the weekly performance. So basically we are 7 weeks into the year, and we are actually having a better performance compared to Nifty. And basically as you guys know, we are comparing our account with respect to Nifty index, so that we'll have a benchmark to see how we perform. And overall we are at around 4% range, and Nifty is approximately around -1% range, a little lower than one, close between -1 to -2%. And this week basically we ended up in the positive territory, and Nifty ended up in the negative territory. So kind of we did good, and we have also entered many trades this week. I think we'll go over one by one, and we just did this week, so we'll not go more details, but we'll cover that briefly. So this is our tracking chart, and right now we are in 14 trades. Right now we are in 14 trades, and our win-loss ratio, the trades which got closed, is actually 60% to 40%. So it's not bad, and basically we always make sure that the losing trade doesn't exceed more than 0.5% of the account, which is 5,000 rupees. And on the winning trade, we are expecting at least we take a trade at least if it is where risk to reward ratio is close to 3 times or more. Sometimes it might be 2, depending on the price action at that time, but mostly it will be more than 3 times. So at this point we are in 14 trades, and this week we actually ended up to take 5 trades. We can see it. We have ended up taking, basically we have taken 6 trades, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we'll cover all this in this video, how it is performing. So let's start with Sun Pharma, which is the longest trade we are in right now, which is actually more than, like, we are in the beginning of the year, and it's performing well. And technically we can see that it has done an impulsive move up, followed by a correction, then it is another impulsive move. Now it is actually in the corrective wave. Maybe this is expected for further up. So this is a possibility, but so we are still in the trade. We are not closing. We just move the stop loss close to the trend line, because we don't want to lose the profit if it drops below this range. Talking about ONGC. So ONGC had a nice rally up after our entry, and so here we had a couple of patterns in a shorter time frame, and then it made an impulsive move, then it had a bigger correction, and then it made an impulsive move up, and we are expecting maybe this goes up, comes down to complete this pattern, then it can continue. So at this point we are not doing any change, and if we are getting any trade setup at a higher level, we might try to enter, if depending on the risk to reward ratio. Then next is Axis Bank. Axis Bank did a similar move, so this a nice up, followed by a lower time frame correction. So we are still in corrective patterns, and it had an impulsive move here, so we are expecting it to continue, but at this point so we don't want to lose the profit if it drops suddenly below the previous low. So the stop loss is more close to the previous low. Okay, and Hero Motocorp. So this trade we entered actually 3 weeks back, but the trade is the stock price is sideways, and now it had made an impulsive move up, and we have to still wait and watch how it is progress. We can actually add a trend line. It's kind of trend line is forming, and we are not expecting this to break. So but still we didn't move the stop loss, where this can be a bigger correction before it goes. So we have to wait and watch how this can perform before it goes. This is a possibility as well, but let's see. I think we'll take necessary actions when we get to see if we get a proper pattern on it. IRCTC is still sideways. From the time we entered, it actually made another down. It made an impulsive move, but then it dropped to complete this wave. I'm expecting this to start moving up, but there can be a there's one more possibility that it reaches here, then it comes back to complete this pattern, to complete this entire wave, and then this can start. So if it does this and then moves up, then that is like a full pattern complete from this point of view, from the bigger time frame, and that can give a bigger uptrend move. So that's a possibility, and this won't happen. Instead this will start moving up. So that's the expectation. Let's see. But that's why we have taken, even this trade is actually we have taken with the bigger stop loss, because we know that there's a possibility for this pattern to consolidate and come down before it makes another move up. Wipro, same thing. We are in a sideways move. It has come down, but it didn't touch the previous low. So pretty much we are still in the trade, and it is moved up, and now there is a actual breakout trade possible. So maybe next week, if we have an upward move, this week we can even accumulate some more stocks for this particular trade. That is a possibility. Okay, and moving to Eicher Motors, so that actually made an impulsive move up. Actually we did two trades. I think you remember, we are still in the first breakout trade, we are still holding that, and then this came down to complete this wave. We were discussing about all this in last week, and now it has made an impulsive move up, and we are expecting this to move up. So let's see how it goes. We might move the stop loss based on the way how it goes. Right now we have put in the previous low, because we don't want to lose more than 0.5%, and we have moved the stop loss with cumulative stocks, so that we make sure that the loss is not more than 0.5% of the account. Bajaj Finance, yes, did a good job. It actually made an impulsive move up as expected, and then it is correcting, and basically this is the impulsive move followed by correction, then the next impulse started where we entered, and now it is consolidating, and we are expecting a move up. Hopefully that's what happens. Let's see how it goes. And we have moved a stop loss little higher, since it's actually going up. Titan, so these are all the trades which we have taken this week. So Titan also made a good move after the lower time frame breakout. So basically, if we can see that this is the breakout we have entered, which is in the 15 minutes time frame, and this has moved up, and now it is consolidating at this point or further up. So we'll watch next week how it goes. Reliance is also doing the same thing. It has completed its consolidation and it's making a move up. So we have entered at the breakout. So right now it is consolidating, and maybe this might have this kind of a running flat for further up. Next week we are expecting all this charts to move up. So next is BPCL. So BPCL did a breakout, and now it's consolidating. So we are expecting the similar behavior from BPCL, but there is a possibility for BPCL to have one more leg down. Yes, this is impulse, this is A, and this has completed the B, and then this is C, and then this can be another impulse down before it goes up, and this whole wave is a C wave in a longer time frame. So basically there's a possibility that this can come to around 340 rupees to test the retracement level, and then it can start moving up. But since there's a breakout trade, we didn't want to miss it. We entered, but the stop loss is pretty low, below the retracement level. Hindustan Unilever had the similar breakout, so that was a nice trade, and I think the risk to reward is also pretty good in this. Like it's 8 times, pretty good risk to reward. Yes, the previous low is pretty close, so we are not expecting it to come down. If it is, then let's see, but I'm not expecting it to come down right now. Even if it comes down, I'm expecting this kind of a move before it drops. So when that happens, then we'll move the stop loss to break even, so that we will not miss, or we will not lose our investment. So the next one is Nestle India. So Nestle India did the similar breakout, and on a longer time frame has completed the C wave. Right now we have the stop loss below the retracement level, as this can also retest the low. If you can see, this can be a pattern to retest this low before it goes up. So the stop loss is below the retracement level. So similar to Hindustan Unilever, but everything had a good trade setup, so we have entered it, and it depends on your risk to reward ratio and your ability to manage the trade. Please do trade accordingly. So don't get into a trade which you cannot manage, or if you are not comfortable taking it. So that's the trades which we are in for this week, and hopefully it goes in our direction. But overall global cues are not looking good. We have unrest because of war situations or whatever the reason may be. But anyway, we still don't want to miss the trades, because we know that everything will be plotted in the chart. If there is some event, some news, or earnings report, nothing can miss the chart. So the chart the price has to be reflected in the chart for the events happening. So that's the idea behind the wave trade, and we want to make sure we are in the right time to enter the wave and get some money out of the market. Yeah, hopefully you got something out of this video, and please trade safely. Take your own decisions. Make sure you understand what you are doing, and don't impulsively make decisions when you make trades. Yep, and we will go over the other stocks in our weekly stock analysis video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in our next video.